Hallo und willkommen zur 38. Folge von Suzerain. Immer noch ohne Apfel. Letzte Folge hatten wir ein Speech über unsere Changes und heute gehen wir continuen wir. Wealth of Nations. Ich hoffe, dass wir bald ein Wealth of Nations kriegen. Mal schauen, wie unsere Bahn aussieht, wie unsere... Okay, ich dachte gerade, das Game ist nicht aufgegangen. Wie unsere Bahn jetzt aussieht, wie unsere Economy aussieht, das sind alles Fragen, die müsste ich jetzt... Die Bahn ist immer noch nicht fertig, die Economy sieht gleich aus, schade. Nee. The opening of the L1 Railway. Aber wir gehen erstmal ein Meeting mit Iosef. I arrived at a cubic building that housed most of the military command that resided in Hulsot. The grey and brutalist structure looked daunting. I never liked this building. It always made me feel like I was standing under the concrete foot of a giant, getting ready to crush me. It made me feel small, and I never quite got used to the feeling, even after this many years. At the entrance, I was greeted by Iosef and his military entourage of young officers. Welcome to the Ministry of Defense, Mr. President. Let's go to my office. We walked from corridor to corridor to reach the office. On the way, we were met with high-ranking officers as well as privates. Every time one of these soldiers saw me, they stopped and saluted me. When we finally arrived at Iosef's office, his entourage saluted us and left. He closed the door and took a seat. This must be something serious, especially since you invited me here. It's important that you don't get misinformed on the matter of welchem. Misinformed on this matter. Welchem has another agenda. He leaned back and interlocked his hands. This situation with Rumburg is getting worse, and if it wasn't for our investments in the military, I would be even more concerned. Your tone doesn't inspire confidence in our defensive capabilities. Our projected capability in the future should restore your confidence, but we need to pass several changes to achieve a better situation. Our efforts to restructure the military should prove beneficial in a potential conflict. We would never be able to match the force of Rumburg on equal terms, therefore our switch of the military to a smaller, well-equipped and autonomously led combat units will prove better in the fields. You have been doing a fantastic job, Iosef. The military is in good hands. I'm doing my best to defend the country. There's nothing I care for more than Saltland. As a result of the recent deal with Wallen, we have started to reinforcing the border. Forward scouts have been deployed and we have started moving our divisions. Rest assured, we are ready for anything that will come from the other side of the border. We will be providing our reports to you. I don't think we will have any problems, but stay alert. We don't know what we are dealing with yet. We are always ready for any situation, Mr. President. Iosef cleared his throat. Let's move on to our main topic. The mandatory conscription law has become a matter of discussion, and we need us to strike a decision whether to keep it or remove it. The facts are that the conscription gives us a large reservist pool that can cover a larger front line, but these troops lack the morale and quality to be offensive elements. It is the last step remaining to switch to a modern professional armed force. Our structuring is hindered by hundreds of thousands of cadets, extending our logistics, slowly command structure and reducing the combat efficiency of our experienced units. Are reservists really that damaging to the professional armed forces? To truly modernize our fighting force, we need to rid ourselves of these sluggish and inefficient cadets thrown to the ranks. The choice is up to you. I thought for a moment before making my decision. Ich glaube eigentlich ist es nicht schlecht, das zu haben. Keep military conscription. We need every single able body to defend the nation. Mr. President, I thought I explained it. Please rethink. A strong knock on the door was heard, and the Chief of Armed Forces, Walton Kruger, walked in quickly with a fork. What is the meaning of this, Iosef? Why haven't I been invited? What is going on here? You are overstepping and interrupting a personal meeting between me and the President? Walton deliberated the situation. I see what is going on here. I mean no disrespect, but I am leading the ground operations and I must be informed of any strategic changes. Well, now that you are here, what is your opinion on conscription? The matter is rather simple from my point of view. Our forces have done large structural changes, changing the operational capabilities and tactics. However, at the end of the day, Rambock has a larger army, air force and navy. Our conscripts will fill the much needed weaknesses we have. Agreed. There's a place for our reservists. Mr. President, we need to prioritize quality over quantity. Mr. President, but you heard your superior, Iosef. Iosef threw an angry look at welchem before turning to me. As you wish, Mr. President. We also have to decide how exactly we spend our additional remaining funds in the military. In June we decided to upgrade the equipment of our military. The military thanks the administration for the extensive support, especially in creating a modern fighting force. We need to decide what branch we would want to modernize more. Which branch requires the modernization the most? Strategically speaking, of the army would be the safest choice. However, the air and naval forces would do well with further modernization too. Which branch shall we... Das hat also gar nichts gebracht. We need better equipped soldiers. As you wish. The changes will be implemented this month and finished at the end of November. Thank you for listening. Have a good day. I left the Ministry of Defense and returned to Moon Palace. Oh, Iosef, was passiert da nur? Oh, wir haben 3 Budget! Aber unsere Economy ist tot! Was ist passiert? Oh Gott. Ich würde sagen, das war's mit der Folge. Lasst uns ein Like und ein Abo da, wenn es euch gefallen hat. Schaut beim nächsten Mal wieder vorbei und tschüss.